Hey guys, what's going on? I'm that guy, Dan96. We are on the ground here in Salt Lake City. We are getting ready to head on over to Phoenix as Southwest Airlines Flight 5007. Right now, sitting in Salt Lake City. Let's get that marched over there. There we go. Here we are in Phoenix. So I'm on November 214 Whiskey November, which is Maryland 1. It's actually a special livery for Southwest Airlines. You can see here, pop out to the outside and check it out for you. Here we are on the outside, 214. I've been flying this flight all day, actually. This plane actually started in Phoenix. We went to LA, Las Vegas, over to Salt Lake City, and now it is time to go back to Phoenix, Arizona. So right now, we can hop back into the flight deck. Again, I've been flying this plane pretty much all day. So I have stuff set up from the previous flight. We have to go through and do the rest of our stuff here. So we go into the fuel. Right now, we're scheduled with 15,100 pounds of fuel. That's what it's looking like. Let me make sure I get that chat up over there. Jason, what is up, man? Dakota, how are you, sir? Thank you for your help. You know what I mean. Let's take a look here, see how many people we have on board today. Let's get Top Cat. We've got 3,012.90, 143. And we can export this to the flight sim and send. So we should get a zero fuel weight of... Oh, I didn't even send it over. That's fine. 113.7 works. Ground weight 28.8 gives me a CG at 25.1. Alright, so that's sent over. We are good there. We are at Salt Lake City. We'll go ahead and say boarding is completed. I'm not going to freak out too much about boarding the aircraft. I do have to get ready to go here in a few minutes, so what we're going to do is we're going to pop up to the overhead here, get these fuel pumps on, APU is running, that going, all that stuff is looking good. Cruising, we're actually cruising on down to Phoenix at flight level 280. It's going to be a not short flight per se, but we're actually cruising pretty low just due to the winds. There's a huge jet stream pretty much right over top of Arizona, kind of coming into Nevada, and it's pretty crazy. So we're cruising all the way down at flight level 280 right here. Landing elevation in Phoenix is 1150. Fasten seatbelt sign can go on. All that stuff is good. Okay, Salt Lake City, we're over to Phoenix as Southwest 5007. Departing runway 34 right. Up a 34 right on the Edith 5 departure. Milford transition. From there we are direct to Corker. We're direct to Tents. And from there we're on the Bruiser 1 arrival into Phoenix. Current weather right now in Phoenix, last I checked the wind was out of the west, so right now we're looking like runway 26. I can double check it right now here. Current weather is 2704, so we're going to be on runway 26. We take the ILS 26, Bruiser 1, Tents, can activate and execute. We got 15.1 on the gas today. I think we got 113.7 was the, yep, 113.7. 5 in the reserves, cost index 40. Cruising at flight level 280. Cruise wind is going to be 236 at 49. Correction, 326 at 49. ISO deviation today is +4. Execute. And it's giving me 2.9. I'm assuming there is a restriction on my arrival here. And there is. So what we're going to do, between flight level 24, I'm going to do I don't know how to do it between. Is it 240A, 280B? That put in a restriction, it will. Okay. That's what we want there. There's a restriction on the start telling us we need to be, yeah, it's trying to give me 2.9, and it doesn't. 2.8. Execute. So this should be better now. I'm hoping it'll give me 2.8. Please give me 2.8. Thank you. Flight level 280, good. N1, we're going to do a 20K D rate, climb thrust, and we'll use that selected temperature of, we'll use the outside air temperature of 2. Do a flap 5 departure, CG 25-1-526 on the trim. We're going to do 127.29, 33 on the climb out, 153. It's going to be set here. No desk, yeah, okay. All that stuff is looking good there. Runway heading in Salt Lake City is 343. Let's set that up. 343, and we actually do have ATC on. I believe we do. Let me double check. V-Pilot, here we do. We have Salt Lake Center. So I'm going to contact Salt Lake Center. There's actually ATIS. So let me tune ATIS on actually Center's 20.27. And ATIS is 2475. I'll go ahead and set that. Alright, so we're going to pick up ATIS here in just a moment. We do need to actually get clearance. We need to get everything else that we need for our flight here. So let's check up here. Got my stream window and everything open. Okay. Salt Lake City, SID, EDIS 5. And we need to grab an ATIS, so let me pull open ATIS and we'll grab an ATIS from Salt Lake City. Right now, is ATIS even saying anything? Should be 24.75. Not receiving anything on ATIS. Odd. 2027. We put in 2475 on the main. Straight up, not hearing anything. 20.27 is here. I can transmit. Okay. We're borderline about to just kill that sim for this flight here. I'm going to try calling up clearance delivery really quick and calling for a clearance. Right now, ATIS is 24.75 and I'm not receiving anything on ATIS. So we're going to call clearance and hopefully they hear me. And if they do, hopefully they can read back to me, and hopefully I can hear them. So, let's see what happens. Salt Lake Center, Southwest 5007, underground Salt Lake City, ready to copy IFR to Phoenix.
Salt Lake Center, Southwest 231. Please taxi runway 34 right for departure.
Southwest 231, runway 34 right, taxi via Hotel Altimeter 3044.
Just waiting now to...
Text Hotel Altimeter 3044, Southwest 231.
Southwest 5007, Salt Lake City, you're cleared to the Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport via the EDIS 5 departure filter transition then as filed. Time via the SID. Departure frequencies with me, squawk 6014.
Southwest 5007, clear to Phoenix via the EDIS 5 departure, Milford transition, and is filed to climb via the SID departure with you, squawk 6014.
Southwest 5007, reback, correction, runway 34 right for departure, information Bravo is current.
We'll pick up Bravo. Okay, hopefully we can actually hear Bravo this time, so let's go ahead and listen to ATIS. If we do, we'll get the hell out of here. Yeah, I can't hear anything. ATIS is not transmitting anything. Alright, so when we call for taxi, I'm going to let him know that ATIS is not transmitting anything, because I'm not getting anything. I can hear him, but can't hear ATIS, so... Oh well, I'll just tell you guys right now, the current weather right now in Salt Lake City, winds at 350 at 7, 10 statute miles, view 13,000 feet, temperature 2, dew point -5, altimeter 3044, All that stuff is set in. We're clear to climb via the SID, so right now our top altitude is flight level 230. So we'll go ahead and just drag that in here. There we go. Alright, so we got our top altitude set. We are good there.
Fairwing 318, Salt Lake Center radar, contact climb maintain, flight level 190.
Alright.
Maintain flight level 190, Fairwing 318.
Let's disconnect everything. Our APU is running, everything's looking good up there, so let's go ahead and disconnect everything, shut the doors. Gas actions, ground connections, everything's removed. So we are good to go.
Fairwing 318, stay altitude.
Alright.
88,200 for flight level 190.
Prepare for pushback and departure. Go ahead, turn on our transponder.
Southwest 231, wind 350 X7 RNAV, AD, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff.
And we are good.
RNAV, CP, runway 34, clear for takeoff, Southwest 231.
Okay. Reset all that. Hope you guys are having a good evening. I know I am. It's a nice day. I'm glad I had my off day from work today. And I'm glad I'm off tomorrow. The wind chill tomorrow morning is going to be -22. So I am pretty happy about that. I'm pretty happy I will be warm in bed at 5 o'clock in the morning instead of out working flights in -22-degree temperatures. I'm very excited about that and happy to be at home. Stab turn to be 5.2.
Fly heading 070, join Victor 500. Fairwing 318, Salt Lake Center.
Brakes are released. Alright, we're pushing back. We got an off time of 0050. Let's go ahead and start number 2. And on the right side. And here goes number 2. We go ahead and turn off the dome light. We don't need that anymore. '21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. Introducing fuel into the engine. Everything is looking good. M2 is coming up. Fuel flow good. Oil pressure good. Oil temp is still good. Watching all those instruments, making sure everything is coming up nicely.
Southwest 231, Salt Lake Center radar, contact, stay altitude.
Southwest 231, currently at 10,000 feet.
Brakes are set.
Southwest 231, maintain flight level 370.
Maintain flight level 370, Southwest 2.
Alright, we are good to go ahead and start number 1. Number 1. Harbor 1 is started. Everything is looking good.
Southwest City Center, good afternoon. Your canvas 757 is with you, level 320.
Air Canada 757 Salt Lake Center, squawk 6020.
Squawk 6020, Canada 757.
Alrighty, flight controls are good. I'm going to double check on ATIS here to see if we can hear it. I doubt we can. So we'll just let them know we can't grab ATIS. It's not working, and we'll be on our way here. So let me call for taxi. Southwest 5007 for taxi, and we cannot pick up the ATIS.
Southwest 5007, runway 34 right, taxi via hotel. The altimeter is 3044, it's probably my issue.
34 right via hotel, and yeah, we got the frequency there, just nothing transmitting. Alright, we're taxiing now to 34 right on hotel, so we're going to taxi out here. We are pretty much a Beam Hotel 7 up here, so we're going to make the first right on hotel and go all the way down to the runway.
Air Canada 757 radar contacts 111 miles east of the Miles City VOR, flight level 300. Confirm your altitude.
And there's AI traffic.
We did
Straight up ignore them because it's not a big deal.
A bumpy weather, but we can climb now if needed. Canada 757.
There we go.
Air Canada 757, flight level 300 works for me. You want me to bend at your cruising altitude?
Yeah, that'd be great. We'll stay here. Air Canada 757.
Air Canada 757, maintain flight level 300.
Maintain 300. Air Canada 757.
We can run through now the before takeoff checklist. The departure plan does not require attendant notification. We'll say they call us back, so attendant notification complete. Electrical generators on, NEA's off. PAX auto leads engine on, APU off. Start switches. Flaps continuous. APU's off. Flaps CDU 5 indicates 5 green light. Start levers are idle. Recall. Check. Before takeoff checklist is complete.
Air Canada 757, I show you a flight level 301. Confirm your altimeter setting is 29er.
No, we did. We have the wrong altimeter settings, so we'll switch it to 29er right now. Canada 757.
I do apologize about the first part. All I had to do was change one setting and it was fine. So it was just a little setting on my part. I was trying something new, found out it really didn't work, and bumped it down, and it seems to be totally fine now. So hopefully that's good. We got Hotel 2 off our left. We're looking for Hotel 1, and then we'll be ready to go.
Southwest 5007, hard at AP350 at 7, runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff.
Hard F safe B, clip takeoff 34 right southwest, 5007. Alright. Landing lights can go on, strobes can come on. Wing lights can go on. We are ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and reset AI traffic so it doesn't have the stupid planes around me. Totally ruining everything. Alright, here we go. Set takeoff.
Citation 1 Romeo Delta, contact Seattle Center 124.2. Have a good evening. 24.2, good night. Contact 1 Romeo Delta.
pitching down now to start bringing up the airspeed so we get the flaps up. 1,000 feet, we will engage VNAV. 1,000 feet VNAV. Flaps up. Now start accelerating to 250 knots. Actually 230, sorry, we have a speed
Southwest
restriction.
5007 radar, contact takeoff.
Passing 6.1.
Southwest 5007, climb maintain, flight level 280.
On the flight level 280, Southwest 5007. We've got Command B on, climbing out of Salt Lake City. A nice evening here. We've been good all the way up to flight level 280, so we can't altitude interviews. We can just go all the way through now, which is very nice. It's nice that I don't have to do all these altitude restrictions because this SID has lots and lots of. So right now we're going up 250 knots all the way up to flight level 230. From there we will get cleared up to flight level 280. We'll be on our way to Phoenix, Arizona. Coming from 10,000 feet here. Climb checklist.
Flight Center to 742, I'm part of Seattle, information Bravo.
Southwest 742, good evening, Salt Lake City, cleared to Seattle, Tacoma International Airport with a twin falls for departure and filed. Climb view the SID,
and upon reaching 18,000 feet, we will go ahead and put the rest of the lights on. Southwest leaves all their lights on through 18,000 feet.
ASRock 6017, Delta 742.
Southwest 742, read back correct, runway 34 right for
Dakota.
Already
I wonder who that is. I'd like to meet that person.
Usual right, lower bias, Delta 742.
Coming through 13,000 here. Go ahead and put our weather radar on. So yeah, this is the last flight of the night for me. Like I said, I started flying, I don't know, a couple hours ago, and we took this plane over from Phoenix over to Los Angeles. We were in Los Angeles for roughly 50 minutes. Went over to Las Vegas. We were in Las Vegas 40 minutes per se. Then we got over to head on over to Salt Lake City, and this flight's back over to Phoenix. This plane actually continues on to Indianapolis, but I'm not going to go that far with it. I'll leave it in Phoenix, Arizona for the evening. Tomorrow we'll come back. Tomorrow's going to be my day 3 of my 3-day trip, so tomorrow I gotta find something that gets me back to Nashville. So, good luck with that. We'll see what happens. Coming up on 18,000 feet now. Feet, we can go ahead and go to 2992. All the exterior lights are out, other than the strobes and nav lights, and the beacon lights, obviously, and we are on our way now to Phoenix, Arizona. So I would have to say, out of all the different sceneries I have, the PacSim Salt Lake City scenery is just absolutely awesome. It does an entire ground overlay around the entire city.
It is now Charlie Osterman 3044.
It does an entire scenery area around Salt Lake City, which is absolutely really cool. It definitely makes flying into Salt Lake City really enjoyable. You know, I haven't been to Salt Lake City in a long time. It's actually been a few months for me since I've been to Salt Lake City. So it was really really happy to come back. I'm a little disappointed that you guys weren't here for the arrival. It was a sunset arrival into Salt Lake City. It was absolutely awesome. And we're hitting 23,000 here, so just waiting on a clearance higher. We got 1,000 to go. We're now sitting at flight level 230.
And Delta 742 is ready for taxi, and we have Charlie.
Delta 742, thank you for Charlie, runway 34 right, taxi via hotel.
Hotel for 34 right, Delta 742.
So I'm assuming he's keeping me at 23,000 for Moosaw, which is at or below flight level 230 and 250 knots. I'm assuming that's what he's holding me for, so pretty much once I get, we can resume normal speed after Moosaw, and we can climb all the way up after that. So I'm really hoping that that is the case. There's 23. We're just holding now flight level 230. I'm going to ask for higher here in just a second. Someone's taxiing without clearance, which is always nice. Yeah, I'm going to wait here in just a second, then we're going to go up a little bit higher. Yeah, I don't even understand why I'm so faint, too. It doesn't make any sense to me, because I've got everything cranked. I'm hoping that makes stuff a little bit better now. Hoping. And I'm going to ask for higher. Southwest 5007, requesting higher when you get a chance.
Southwest 5007 already gave you flight level 280. You can climb and maintain flight level 280 now.
Up to flight level 280, Southwest 5007. Okay, now we're up to flight level 280. I could have swore I said 23, but up we go. So now we're going all the way up to flight level 280. We've been cruising now. Everything is... We'll see how the flight goes. There's been some pretty moderate turbulence all around. all around,
Southwest 742, runway 34 right, hold short to number 2.
there's been a lot of turbulence all over the southwestern part of the U.S. today, so I'm curious to see how our flight is. It shouldn't be too awful. Mr. Delta 8657. Time to get going, son. Got 1,000 to go. Coming up on flight level 280. Fast seatbelt sign can go off now. It's a very nice night for flying. Let's go check the weather in Phoenix right now.
42, runway 34 right, line up and wait.
Yeah, it's mostly clear skies in Phoenix, so it should be pretty nice. We are expecting runway 26, which is the northernmost runway in Phoenix. And then we'll taxi down. We are going to gates. I don't know, let's take a look at my sheet here. We are into Charlie 6 this evening in Phoenix. So Charlie 6 is the second pier in the, it's pretty much the middle pier in Terminal 4 on the south side. So we're going to land 26, come in via Sierra, go down to Echo, and inbound via Delta 12 into our gate here.
Delta 742, runway 34 right, line up and...
I don't know if there's anybody else online in terms of ATC. No, there's just Salt Lake Center, and I'm probably going to be going out of their airspace pretty soon here. I got to see how far their airspace actually goes down. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit here. But unfortunately, we won't have ATC the entire way. I'm hoping either Albuquerque Center or Phoenix Tower can get on. That'd be absolutely great. Get some nice outside views here as we cruise along on our way to Phoenix, Arizona. But first, that one light didn't go all the way off. Okay, now we're good.
Southwest 742, RNAS goals in 280 at 3, runway 34 right, clear, takeoff.
Radar shows, clip check off Delta 742.
Back in the flight deck here. Cruising on our way. It shouldn't be too long. Our flight time is like an hour and like, I think it's an hour and 40? An hour 35 gate to gate. It's gonna take us maybe an hour longer in the air, if that, to get us down to Phoenix, Arizona. Seems like this would be a pretty nice...
Center, Southwest 231, check in the cockpit real quick. We'll call you when we get back.
For right now, it seems like Phoenix, Arizona, it seems like this would be a nice time of the year to live there. Weather must be really nice, and must be nice not have it be 110 degrees all the time. It sure beats the high on Friday here in Cleveland, since we have awesome weather. The high.
742.
The high on Friday is actually going to be 4. So we might actually get to 4.
Radar contact.
That'll probably be at 3 o'clock after I leave work already, because I'm usually done around noonish. So probably by noonish, I don't know, we might get to 0. That would be a good day. If I can make it to 0 on Friday, it'd be a totally great day.
Center, Southwest 231 with you again.
Southwest 231, welcome back. Send a pilot discretion to flight level 320.
Roger, we're from their discretion, flight level 320, Southwest 231.
Coming along at flight level 280. I'm definitely looking forward to PacSim releasing their Reno scenery. I'm hoping that should be hopefully within the next, I don't know, a few weeks or so. They've been working on it now for a few months, ever since Salt Lake City was done. And if they do, if they literally take Salt Lake City and just make Reno just as good as Salt Lake City, it'll be so much fun to fly in there. Definitely a lot of flights out of Las Vegas to Reno on Southwest. They do. I think there's a couple of really cool flights from Reno. I'm pretty sure, I don't know if it's Sacramento they fly to Reno, or if it's San Francisco. It's one of those cities out there. Maybe it's Oakland. I don't know exactly what city it is over, kind of in that Bay Area, but they fly to Reno from there, and that's a really cool, like, 45-minute flight. I'm always a fan of the really short 45-minute flights. Near 20 minutes.
Delta 742, are you able to set flight level 360 or flight level 320 final for cruise for traffic?
Going up to Milford here.
Delta 742.
Actually, I gotta put in my ATC clearance.
You can expect that.
There we go. I'm gonna load that flight plan in my EFB.
742.
And let's see. 5, we were off at 3-4 right, and we're expecting 2-8 in Phoenix. Or, sorry, 2-6. Idiot. Yeah, my EFB's like, yeah, there's no 2-8 in Phoenix, damn. 2-6. There we go. So I am expecting to be out of Salt Lake City airspace whenever this goes away, pretty much right after Milford, probably about 20 miles outside of Milford. We'll go into Los Angeles airspace. They are not on right now, and currently Albuquerque's not on either, so we might be done with ATC for the flight. I did enjoy kind of flying on PacSim for this flight for you guys here. Something a little bit different, so you could actually have something going on versus me just talking. Really looking forward. I know PMDG was hinting at a possible MAX. I am totally looking forward to that. It'd be so nice to actually have a MAX that I can fly. And, you know, maybe if anybody's listening, split scimitars, MGs need split scimitars, because literally, like, every 737 in the United States has scimitars. So, you know, if you guys want to add those anytime soon, that would be absolutely spectacular. You know, unless you fly for American, which none of their planes have scimitars. Yeah, pretty much, if I flew for United, I don't know what I would do, because the entire day, I would be so totally annoyed flying for United in any 737, knowing that none of the aircraft are right, because they all have scimitars, and I have to fly aircraft without them. That would really bother the hell out of me. It bothers the hell out of me when I'm flying Southwest, and I'm supposed to have scimitars. Luckily, pretty much, their 700s are, for the most part, untouched. with scimitars. They are starting to put scimitars on their 700s. There's probably like 20 of them now that have them. So it's starting, it's not bad now. Out of the 500 planes, there's a good chance you're going to get a non-scimitar aircraft, but on the off chance that you do, it sucks. I really wish I could be flying scimitars in here. They totally need to add them. I know they won't do them because it's not a Boeing. It's not a Boeing thing they do. Like Boeing doesn't actually add the scimitars; a third party does. So I know they don't have the technical numbers for all that, but I don't know. If you're going to release a P-8 Poseidon that nobody touches, you could at least do us all a favor and just put scimitars on your aircraft. We need them badly. And Dakota, I don't know how many. Probably 4. 4 is my usual number. Maybe 5. Depends. I got absolutely nothing to do tomorrow. I'm going to be at home all day, and I'm going to try and actually get up early tomorrow. Today I had another. I actually had I had another route picked. I was not even going to do this one, and totally forgot that I live in Cleveland, so we're on Eastern Standard Time. I totally forgot that Phoenix in the winter is only 2 hours behind me, not 3. So when I planned everything to leave this morning, my flight was supposed to leave what I thought was at 9 Eastern. It was actually 8. I told myself I had to get up at 8, so I got up, looked at the clock, it was 8:05, I walked over to my computer, and it was at that point that I realized that my flight was already in the air. It was 5 minutes gone, and yeah, so it was at that point I said, well, that blows, and went back to bed. Woke up, found myself this route, and it just so happened to be flown by Maryland 1, so I was really happy to see that, and yeah, so tomorrow, 4 or 5 legs out of Phoenix would be absolutely spectacular. At least that's a hope. I don't know if I'm going to get that or not. They've got us at flight level 280. I'm pretty sure we could go higher. I actually don't think flight level 280 is due to winds. I think it's pretty much due to turbulence. I know there's actually quite a bit of turbulence in the area, and I think they're keeping us low for, like I said, not only winds. I mean, winds is a part of it, but it has been pretty bumpy up on this part of the U.S. Today, so they've got us down pretty low for this flight.
We're currently using runway 12.
Like I said, they should have us switch over to Unicom pretty soon.
That's Sterling. It's Freeland 318, sorry. Yeah, Jackson Hole's indicating call 1. Is there any way you can give me an approach into runway 01?
3 wings, 318, standby.
Crossing Milford VOR now.
Salt Lake Center, good evening, 1216, level 350. FedEx 1216, good evening, Salt Lake Center, welcome aboard. And 3 wings 318, are you able to accept the RNAV Yankee runway 1 into Jackson this evening?
Yeah, that's what I was going to request from Olga, please.
3 wings 318, you can expect that approach.
We'll expect the RNAV Yankee to runway 01, thank you.
Salt Lake Center, this is 593, straight up Central Runway 2 left, Salt Lake. Last aircraft calling takeoff plan again? Three wings, 318, East direct, hold E.
Proceed direct on Fairings 318.
So Lake Center, this is Cessna 5930 uniform requested straight out departure, 134 left. And last aircraft calling, I'm not seeing you on my scope at Salt Lake. I confirm your airport. Three wings, 318 proceed direct Olnu. Cross Olnu at about 17,500 cleared. RNAV at 8, runway 1, Jack, 4 to 5 mile line.
17,500, RNAV Yogi, this runway 01, thank you, 3 wings, 318.
Lake City Center, this is Cessna 5930 uniform, requesting straight out departure, runway 34 left. Alright, last aircraft calling. I'm not seeing you on my scope at Salt Lake. Are you at an airport? Southwest 231, you're leaving my airspace to the south. Radar services are terminated. Communication advisory groups have a safe flight.
Leaving your airspace, frequency change approved, Southwest 231, thanks.
Southwest 5007, same for you, leaving my airspace to the south. No further agency is available. Frequency change to advisory is approved. Have a good night.
We'll see. Have a good night, Southwest 5007. So we're currently on Unicom now. Nobody's online for where we are. We're in Los Angeles airspace right now, and nobody's online, so we shouldn't have to talk to anybody, hopefully, for a little bit, which would be actually pretty nice. Looking forward to not have to be listening to the radio all the time. So we're now just on Unicom, hopefully. Hopefully, again, we don't we have to talk to anybody or anything like that. We are due into Phoenix right now. We're looking like a 0208 arrival into Phoenix, Arizona. We can go ahead and do a descent forecast. So if I get out my dispatch here, we can actually look at the back of our dispatch and we have a descent forecast here. So we're gonna do for flight level, for 12000. Flight level 180 and 240. So the winds at 240 are 290 at 30. 18,000 is 320 at 19. And at 12,000 winds are 360 at 10. Current ISA deviation is going to be 4. And the current altimeter for Phoenix, Arizona, I believe it was 3044 out of Salt Lake City. Let me pull open my Phoenix charts here and I can get the current altimeter for Phoenix. Current altimeter is 3006. So we've got that in now. This way our aircraft actually has winds for different altitudes, and it knows what the altimeter is right now in Phoenix, so it can better judge our descent and better give us a top of descent point. This way it's not, if we don't put anything in, then it's expecting pretty much zeros all the way across, and you know, this allows us to have a little bit more of a precise descent profile, and I always like doing it when I have some time, when I remember more or less. we're going to be on the Bruiser 1, our nav arrival into Phoenix. Go ahead and move this up here. Wish I could actually show you guys my EFB. It would be a lot nicer if y'all could actually see exactly what I'm doing right now, but I'm just looking at my EFB, getting the charts kind of set up, and looking over the charts so I know what to expect for my arrival today into Phoenix. That way I'm kind of not taken off guard by anything. Let's see, our top of descent is probably about 100, yeah, just about 130-ish nautical miles away. Maybe more like 140. What is it on here, actually? Yeah, 138, 137. So we've got that parking at Charlie 6 today, landing runway 26. Definitely going to use auto brakes too. I want to be off the runway as soon as possible. Course is going to be 258. 251 on the radio altimeter. 251 is set. And 111.75, we can go ahead and set that in our nav radios now while we're here. 111.75, 258, 251 on the radio altimeter. Everything is looking good for our arrival. For some nice outside views here while we got some time. Welcome back to the flight deck. On our way now into Phoenix. We've been in the air right now 38 minutes. We've been streaming now for an hour. We actually just hit our hour mark. Hope all of you are having a great evening. And let me know in the chat what you're doing. Let me know if you're flying, what you're doing this evening. And we can have some conversation. If you watch a Grand Tour, we could make this conversation street. And yeah, let me know what you guys are doing this evening. I'm just, as you can see, cruising on my way over to Phoenix. And then I think I got a couple things. I need to edit a video for Friday. Remember, Friday, 3 o'clock, new videos come out all the time. Be sure to check back Friday afternoon. Like I said, they should go up at 3. It might be 3, 4 o'clock. Just depends on when the video itself actually does go up. But it should be 3 o'clock. If I can get it done early and get it scheduled, it'll be 3 o'clock always on Fridays. If not, it'll be Friday later on in the day. And but yeah, let me know what you guys are doing this evening. I have a bunch of other stuff planned right now. I'd really like to take you guys, if you didn't see my Embraer E145 cockpit tour and towing vid, be sure to go check that out. And I definitely want to do one in the CRJ. In Cleveland, we mainly tow the CRJ and ERJ. I would really like to do one in the CRJ. Right now, we don't have anything to tow right now until February. Once February comes, we'll have more aircraft at our gates, and we'll have to tow aircraft again. So hopefully in February, I can get you guys a nice CRJ video out. You can see what it's like brake riding the Canadair CRJ 700. And for this Friday, I'm hoping to either give you a Trans-States E145 video into DC. If not, it'll be a Blue Streak CRJ 900 to... God, where did I go? I don't even remember. I left Charlotte. That's all I know, I think. I left Charlotte and I went somewhere in the Blue Streak CRJ 900. I got to edit that. So if one of those will be coming out, hopefully either this Friday or next Friday, you'll see one of those two. I got to get another one done for the following week here. And hopefully I'm doing my best to make sure I get you guys content all the time and trying to get stuff going on more often so I can bring you guys, you know, hopefully more than one video a week. I'd like to get it to where I'm either doing 3 or 4. I do unfortunately work at an airport, and I work for American, and I end up working close to 45 hours every single week. And so that does actually make it really difficult to get a bunch of really good content out. If I had more time, I swear I would have just a ton of stuff on my channel and trying to grow it. We're pretty close to 500. I think we're 11 people away from 500. So if you have some friends, bring them over. I'd love to make it to 500 by the end of January. And hopefully by next year we can get to, hopefully by next year, at the end of the year, we can have maybe 1,000. I'd really like to be able to shoot for 1,000, and we'll just keep working up there. We're not going down, let's put it that way. It's been real steady, small growth over the past year. I think I started with like 200. That's from when I first started my YouTube channel. So I've gained a couple hundred subscribers last year, and I didn't do as much videos as I'd like to, as I should have. Per se, but we've definitely been growing. And again, if you have any friends that would like this, please go ahead, send them my way. And if you do have suggestions for flights, please let me know. I'm always looking for suggestions. I know I had someone suggest to me, I gotta go back and find it in the comments and find it. They want me to do a Ryanair video, and I'm totally into it. I'll do it. So there's definitely gonna be a Ryanair video coming very soon, and that'll come out to the channel. And yeah, if you request a video and I do it, I will definitely give you a shout out in that video and say, hey, you requested it, and here you go. Here's your video for you. So, if you do have routes, please send them to me. Let me know what you'd like me. Let me know what you'd like me to fly, and I'll try and do it for you. The only requirements is that the aircraft that's flying the route we have an add-on aircraft that's usable for it, so a payware aircraft. And there's good scenery for both cities. That's the only thing it requires: good scenery and a nice aircraft, and I can do it for you. So yesterday we did a stream with the PacSim 757. That was actually a lot of fun. Had a little audio issue at the beginning. I don't know why it wasn't picking up my aircraft audio, but after about 8 minutes or so, 8 to 10 minutes, we had it fixed, and the rest of the stream went through with no issues. So I really did like the PacSim 757. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't realize it at the time I was doing the video, and again, it was a first impressions kind of thing. The model looks great, and everything, the paint looks great. But what I didn't realize at the time was it's pretty much the same model. They didn't change much on the model. It's the same model from the old one. And I mean, it's not that the model's bad or anything like that. It's just it could have been you know, could have been a little bit better. I would have liked to see like some real like 4082 or whatever the 4084, whatever the like max texture is. That's a 4K texture would be absolutely awesome. But hey, Trevor, what's up, man? How are you? Nice to see you. Nice to see you in my stream. And we're on our way to Phoenix this evening from Salt Lake City. So we've been in the air about 45 minutes now, and our top of descent is roughly 55 nautical miles away. Should be there in just a few minutes. I'm trying to meet one of my friends right now in Phoenix. He's on his way over to Phoenix right now, and I don't know, he might land before me, or I might land before him. I'm not 100% sure. Right now, I was trying to talk to him and see exactly what time he was thinking he was going to get in. I know you're watching the stream, so let me know when you're looking at your arrival time from now. Just let me know when you think you're going to be getting in. Send me a text and I'll check and I can see who is going to be in first. I should be there in approximately 25 minutes-ish. Prague, 47, that's my top of descent, 09. Yeah, about 25 minutes is a pretty decent guess. Top of descent is in 6 minutes. So we can go through. We're on the Bruiser 1, our nav arrival, off at Tents. So for runway 26, we are track 149 Andy Zulu. Expect radar vectors to the final approach course. And LA Center is online, but I'm pretty sure I'm about to leave his airspace. It's almost, I almost feel like I shouldn't even, call him, because let me check here. Yeah, I'm about to be out of his airspace in about 5 minutes, so I'm not even going to call him. But let's see, I don't think Albuquerque Center is online. Let me check. No. Los Angeles, Oakland, and Salt Lake Centers are online, but I do not have Albuquerque Center, so we will not be talking to Albuquerque Center. I don't see any approaches or anything on, so if you know anyone that works in Albuquerque and, you know, you want to tell them to get on and control, definitely, that'd be great. So I could have something in Albuquerque. Yeah, so my friend's supposed to be there in about 30 minutes. I'm right now at about 25, so we should see him land. If you do want to land on 25 left, we would be able to see you. So that would be the best thing to do. I'm going to be on 26, so I'll be coming down by 25 left. So if you guys are on your way in, if you want to fly to Phoenix, let me know if you are flying in, out of Phoenix, and I will see you, and I'll give you a shout out on the stream. And if you guys want shout outs, definitely just say hey, and I'll say hey to you in the stream. So definitely looking forward to getting into Phoenix, Arizona. Let's check the weather right now. I don't think much has changed, but I'll give you guys the current weather. It's from 53 minutes ago. Is at 0051 Zulu. Winds were 303, 10 statute miles. Visibility scattered 20,000, broken 25,000. Temperature 21, dew point -8, altimeter 3006. We'll go ahead and set 3006 in here. 3006 is set. We're going to be doing an auto brake 2. Flap 30 VREF is going to be 131. And ILS decision altitude is 251. Correction, decision height is 251. Decision altitude is 1386. To me, in the sim, it's easier to use your radial altimeter for minimums, just because, you know, in the real world, your touchdown, the touchdown zone elevation of runways are obviously different. Every runway is not dead-on perfectly flat, unlike in Flight Sim, where everything's dead-on flat. So if things in Flight Sim were actually elevated differently, then I would totally use the barometric altimeter for my minimums. But since all the runways are flat, I just like to use decision height, and that way it's the same across the board, and it's actually going to be at 251 feet. Because sometimes, like in Las Vegas, if I use the decision altitude is almost like runway height in the sim. So it's almost kind of pointless to use your barometric altimeter in the sim. So we're leaving Los Angeles now. We're just entering into Albuquerque airspace. Oh, we're tense. We are crossing Tents. We are now on the Cruiser 1. Descent here is in a few miles, so let's go ahead and descend. We're between, let's see, what altitude should we do? We can go all the way down to 7,000. It's our lowest altitude on this star. We'll drag this all the way back to 7. There we go, 7,000 feet is set. And we are about to descend. Go ahead and turn on the fasten seatbelt sign now. Get people over to their seats. Flight attendants going to pick up any trash from the flight. So we're going to use auto brakes too. Since we're landing on 26, I want to get off the runway as soon as possible. We're going to taxi down via Sierra once we land off at 26 over the bridge. So the sooner I can get off, I'm going to shoot for taxiway Bravo 8, take Bravo 8 left on Bravo, and then a right on Sierra. And we can take that all the way down down to Echo, take Echo to Delta 12 into the ramp. That's the plan. That's at least the taxi plan for the arrival. You can see we're hitting a little bit of chop here. You can see my airspeed bouncing around. You can also tell you can hear the engines spooling up and spooling down. That's how you know we're hitting some choppy air. Beautiful evening though. Looking absolutely great in the sim. Again, I really did enjoy flying Maryland 1 today. Really happy I ended up getting this aircraft. It's not very often I get the special liveries, I'd have to say. For as many aircraft as Southwest has, and for as many flights that they do, getting a special livery is actually kind of difficult. So I was really happy today when I saw Maryland 1. I'm happy my oversleeping actually ended up working for me, for the better. So, and here we go. I can hear the engines starting to come back here. We're about to hit our top of descent right about now. And here we go. Down to Phoenix. Right up in front of us here, we got Prescott, Arizona. Right up there. See, Prescott Airport is roughly 35 miles in front. Okay. 22.8 is good. Yes, the seatbelt sign is on. We can do the descent checklist. Set checklist. The minimums are set. VREF and V target 131, 136 set noted. Auto brakes are 2. Recall is checked. Descent checklist is complete. We are looking good down into Phoenix. Should have the altimeter. We should have a new METAR in about 5 to 6 minutes. And we'll probably have to change the altimeter at that point. But we're on our way down now. Again, everything is looking really good here. Nice to land and get on the ground and be done for the day. Again, this is my 4th leg today, so it's been a little bit of a long day. Not too bad though. I had a bunch of short flights. All my flights, I think my longest flight today was actually this one at 1 hour and 35 minutes. Everything else has been like an hour flight. So I really do enjoy flying hour flights. I enjoy them way more than like 9-hour transcon flights or transatlantic flights. To me, I'd rather be on the plane, landing, taking off, and doing more stuff than just you know, sitting there and watching the ocean or just watching land just pass by. Should be on the ground in roughly 20 minutes. I'd say about 20 minutes we should be on the ground here. Hope you guys had a nice Christmas. I did. I got a lot of nice stuff. I actually, believe it or not, in my room, I had a TV that I got when I was in 4th grade. I'm 21 now, about to turn 22, so that puts that in perspective for you. The TV's been around a long, long, long time. And, you know, I never wanted to get a new TV because I'm not spending $350 for a TV when I have one that works. And I was so happy for Christmas. I got a nice brand new TV so I can actually watch my YouTube on the TV. I do not have to sit there and stare at my phone all night, and I can watch TV on a nice, it's like 53 inches or something like that. It's so nice. I am so happy to finally have a normal TV. You know, like I said, I didn't want to get another one because my other one worked, but now that I have the new one, wow, it's so nice. It is so nice. It's amazing. You don't realize how much you're missing until you get a new TV and you're like, wow. So I was really happy about that. Got a nice, I got an awesome watch as well. It's an aviator watch. Looks absolutely awesome. I cannot wait to wear that when I actually have my epaulets and I'm walking around an airport. It's gonna look dope when I got that. So I am super happy about all this stuff like that I got for Christmas. And so let me know how your Christmas was. I had a great Christmas. Had a great New Year. And I'm happy to be in 2018 here. Things are looking up for me, and like I said, I'm super excited. I'm hoping 2018 is a great year for my channel. I'm hoping stuff, you know, really starts picking up. I'm really gonna put a lot of time and effort into my channel again. You know, we're close to 500. Not that far away from 500 subscribers, and hopefully, like I said, hopefully by the end of the year, we could be up to 1,000, if not exceeded 1,000. That would be great. And yes, Trevor, I did get a nice new TV. It's a flat screen. It's 53 inches. It's great. I love it. Absolutely love it. So, like I said, I'm going to be working on every Friday, getting a video out at 3 o'clock every single Friday for you guys. And hopefully throughout the week, I can, you know, get some streams in. It seems like I've gotten, I mean, knock on wood, I'm afraid to say this, but I'm going to say it. So far, my streams have been pretty decent. When I was leaving Salt Lake City, it was a little choppy. But now I haven't seen an issue, and I've been streaming now for an hour and 17 minutes, coming close. This stream's probably going to be about an hour and 45 minutes, and I really haven't had that much of an issue. Like I said, I had a little bit of a problem in Salt Lake City. That was because I had a different bit rate. I was trying a different bit rate, and it just did not work at all. So, unfortunately, the best I can do with my internet is 2,000. 2,100 is actually too much. For some reason, it kills it. So a bit rate of 2,000 is what I got to run. I know it sucks. That's super low and it's awful. I wish I could run something higher than that, but just unfortunately I can't. I cannot get it to be smooth and have a higher bit rate than 2,000. So that's a little unfortunate. I hate it, but you know, got to do what you got to do, right? So passing through 20,000 now. I'm going to double check on that new altimeter. Still showing 3,006. Should change over here any minute now. Is set. Slowing back to 270 knots. Check-in. We should get the updated here in a second. There we go. The altimeter is 3007. 3007 is set. Go ahead and make that current. We can go ahead and do the approach checklist. Approach checked, altimeter is 3007 set. Packs are auto, and the start switches are continuous. Approach checklist is complete. We're hitting 18,000 feet. All the exterior lights can go on for the arrival. So if you go to the outside now, Ricky, what's up, man? I'm glad you can make it to the stream. Just in time, too. Just in time for the arrival into Phoenix. Flying Maryland 1 today. And now that all the lights are on, the plane looks absolutely dope. It's looking really nice here. Just crossed our 18,000 feet, so we got all the different lights on, and we can see Phoenix, Arizona is pretty much straight in front of us. We are almost there. It shouldn't be too long now. So we've got 3007 set. 251 and a VREF of 131. You can see here we're just approximately 45, probably about 47 nautical miles outside of Phoenix. Landing runway 26. Yes, Ricky, dynamic lighting is absolutely freaking awesome. I love it. I love the dynamic lighting. I'm hoping it doesn't absolutely kill my frames on the arrival. I really hope it doesn't. You guys, we'll find out together. We are gonna find out together, but I really hope it. I really hope it doesn't kill it. I mean, I'm absolutely loving Prepared. I think the dynamic lighting in Prepared is so awesome. Obviously, X-Plane, their night lighting is slightly better, but hey, Prepared just beats X-Plane by just leaps and bounds, in my opinion. You know, I would do X-Plane flights, I just can't get myself to go do them. It's just, I can't get myself to load up that sim. Maybe if I was flying like a King Air or something, but I don't know. It's just, I can't. I can't. And it's nothing against, I have nothing against X-Plane other than the fact that I'm a Prepared guy. I'm an FSX person. I started with FSX. All of my stuff started with FSX, and I'm on Prepared now, and I'm not going anywhere. I love it, and I think that's pretty much how the community is as a whole. If you're an X-Plane person, then you believe X-Plane's the best, and you're not going anywhere. And if you're a Prepared guy like myself, you think Prepared is the best, and you're not going anywhere. So I really don't think much has changed. We're actually going to put some drag out to try and get back to 250 knots here. You can see Phoenix right in front of us now. Start zooming in on that map. There's absolutely nothing between us in terms of weather, so I'm going to go ahead and put terrain on. Terrain is on and looking good. I really wish you could actually make more of this HUD. I hate the fact that I'd have to move my view around to actually use this thing correctly, because I think the HUD looks absolutely sweet. I think it would be really cool to actually fly with it. Just, you see, you have to change your view up so much. I can't fly like that. The default view looks great there. The default VC view is perfect for the HUD, but I just can't do it with ChasePlane. It just doesn't work. It just does not work. .250 knots. Here comes the vertical profile, and now we're on profile and on speed. Beautiful. Everything is good. Took a little speed break's been fixed. Ricky, my zoom level is... Gee, I don't know what my zoom level is, actually. I don't have the thing set up. I think it's like 0.04 or something like that. It's whatever it is, whatever I have set up on ChasePlane. I actually don't know what my exact zoom level is there. I know we lost some frames there. I do apologize about that. But I actually don't know what my zoom level is. I could look at ChasePlane. Take a look. My zoom is 0.739, actually. 0.739. So I've got it zoomed in quite a bit. 0.4 would be like out here. And that would just be... yeah. Nothing I can do about that. I really wish I could actually have the anti-aliasing a lot higher on my Prepared, but with dynamic lighting it totally brings it. I'm running 8x MSAA. And this is as best as I can get. As soon as I put it into the SSAA, it totally is broken. It can be 2x SSAA and it's totally just broken, and you can't use dynamic lighting. So unfortunately I have to keep it at 8x MSAA and zoom all the way, zoom out all the way possible. That's all the way out. I think this would be more of an appropriate zoom level. See, it just, my displays just get so wonky. I don't understand why they get so weird like that. They just, I just wish the geometry of this cockpit was better. PMDG, I know you say it's perfect, but it's not. I should not be able to tap that much window. It should not be like that. I've sat in 737 cockpits, it should be like that. So, and the only way to really get it is, like Ricky was saying, to zoom out. But when you do that, I don't know. You just lose. To me, this just doesn't look right at all. Coming up on 20 miles here. Phoenix is pretty much right out in front of me. Yeah, Ricky, see, you have Easy Dock. I bet you Easy Dock is a little different. With ChasePlane, it's... I mean, I can look at trying to zoom out here using... Yeah, see, it's like the ChasePlane zoom. That's super weird. I mean, I really wish, in all honesty, I wish I could have... Oh, God. That's not what I want. There we go. I really wish I could actually... As weird as it sounds, I wish I could zoom in a little bit more and have the zoom level and have the fidelity of it being zoomed in, but, you know, having the displays look as nice as they do when you're zoomed in like that. But unfortunately, see, then the chair gets in your way and it's just no good. Yeah, the geometry's not right. It's not. I don't know how to fix it. I can't tell you how to fix it, but I can just tell you the geometry is wrong. It's not right. And I don't know, I don't feel like I have that issue in so many other flight decks, but with this one, I feel like, God, I just feel like it's so wrong. And I don't know how to fix it. That's the problem. I don't know how to make it, like, even look. I don't know. See, and it sucks because the people at PMDG will say it's perfect, which I'm sure they're right. I'm sure it's just fine. And everyone will just get on the PMDG bandwagon and say it's fine and call you an idiot, but to me it's not. So I gotta put in my thing here, PHX TFC. I'm gonna call a 5-mile final 26. There. All right, I have my thing typed up here, so as soon as I get within 5 miles, I can just hit enter and I can broadcast on ATIS or on Unicom that I am 5 miles out from runway 26. I'm gonna speed intervene. I'm gonna speed intervene at 240. I don't want to slow all the way down yet. It's got me at 210 at Cucko, but because there's really nobody else on, I'm not gonna follow that. I'm just gonna keep the speed up. I got 1,000 to go. Here we got someone on final. We actually have some people in Phoenix, believe it or not, so we actually might see some other VetSim people on at Phoenix. So after, let's see if I can use my MCP here without it being totally broken. So pretty much after, I want to fly a heading of like 170. As soon as we hit Jerez, I'm going to go to a heading of 170, and I'm going to keep that descent down. I want to descend down to, we can do 3,000. So I'm actually going to set 3,000 in here. $3,000 is set. Let's go ahead and level change. We're going to level change down to 3,000 feet here, and we're going to do 240 knots on the descent. Just crossing Cucko now. Again at Jerez, I'm just going to rip it to 170, and we can come in for the landing. Actually, I might fly out a little bit more. I'm a little high. I am slightly high. Upon hitting probably about 4,000, I'm going to start my turn. We're going to slow back to 220. I'm going to keep the vertical speed of about 1,500 feet per minute. And heading. It's 4,000 at Jaggle, so I'm going to set 4,000 in. Turning now, we do have traffic on 25 left. Should. Working this out with one of my friends, we might actually end up having a legitimate parallel landing, which would be absolutely dope. We're coming around now. I'm going to keep that turn going on a heading of about 180. Set flaps 1. Flaps 1 are coming in. Keeping the turn going. Arm Vorlock. I have some traffic right in front of me. I'm thinking that's, if it's who I think it is, they should be on 25 left, and we might have a parallel landing with them, or at least be pretty damn close to a parallel, which would be just absolutely great. So Vorlock is armed. We're going to go down to 3,000 now. Vertical speed, we can do like 800. Happy with that. Slow back to 200 knots. And we're about 10 out. We're going to go flaps 5. And there is runway 26. We're about 7 miles out, so I'm going to call a 7-mile final. Alright. Yeah, about 7 miles. 7 miles is pretty close. Speed's gonna come back to 190. Be close to a 5-mile final. We're gonna go gear down. Comes the gear. Flap 50. Speed brakes on. And autopilot off. Slow back to 131 knots. And we'll just be waiting on flaps 30. Speed's coming back nicely. I do apologize if you hear a little bit of squeaking from my yoke. Poor thing is, like, I think I put it at about 8 years old, I think it is now. So, I do apologize. It's an old girl. And flaps 30. Landing checklist. Speed brakes armed. Green light. Landing it out 3 green. Flaps 30 green light. Landing checks are complete. Up on 500. Resetting traffic so there's nobody on the runway for my arrival, because that always somehow happens. When I'm by myself, there's never any traffic in the way. When I'm flying on stream, traffic everywhere. Alright, there's AI traffic being reloaded in. Minimums.
100, 50,
right, it's right there. Am I gonna make it? Hell yes. There's Bravo 8. Left the speed brakes in or the reverses in a long time. I really wanted to make Bravo 8. Flaps can go up, speed brakes can go up. Let's go ahead and get some of these lights off. All that stuff is good. Wing lights can come off. We can also pop up top and get all that stuff off. My strobe's still on. There we go. And there we go. So we're on Bravo right now. We're looking for Sierra. Make the right turn on Sierra. Let's go ahead and start the APU while we're here. Sorry, Dakota, your comment came in too late. Sorry, I made the left on Bravo. My bad. My bad. Close enough. I got here. Phoenix is looking nice. Crossing the bridge. Damn, look at that. Flight Sim's come such a long way in just such a short period of time. It's insane. It's really insane how just awesome. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it was ATC's fault. Blame it ATC. So we're gonna wait. We're gonna go down to Echo. Because we don't turn on Delta because we're going to the Charlie 6, so we're going to go on Echo. Take Echo over to Delta 12. Call GSX. I'm really hoping my gate's open. I really hope it is. Because either way, I'm parking there. Fuck. Charlie 6 is taken. So I'm going to go to Charlie 4. Charlie 4. Charlie 4 is the gate. We got Delta 11, we got one more, will be Delta 12. Double check the APU is running good. We made it. Happy to be in Phoenix. Here we go, Delta 12 is off our left. Take the left here. Left on Delta 12, and we're going to Charlie 4, which should be right up in front of us here. It's right next to the Scimitar 700, just triggering me everywhere. That plane is parked way too close. Get that? Yeah, that's... Alright, Charlie 4. I'm turning in, gotta get off that taxi light. I'll blind the ground crew. Because those lights actually are pretty bright. I was surprised. One guy taxied in during the day with it on. I'm like, yeah, at night that would glow. Charlie 4. And there we go. Let's go ahead and get this cockpit light on too. There we go. Let's connect the jetway. Get the doors open. Wait for the jetway before we open up the main door. Jetway's coming up. Let's go ahead and get the transponder off while we're here. Back on that. That back so our weather radar is totally off. I know it's all good there. And boom. Jetway's connected. Let's get that door open. Get that boarding going. You hear GSX start the deboarding. Deboarding requested. Okay, they're trying. There we go. Alright. Well, we made it to Phoenix. I'm so happy that we're in Phoenix. Got my buddy coming up here on Delta 12. I can see him coming into the gate. So he's probably going to go to Delta, or Charlie 6, right next to me. I'll have to reload traffic. Well, either way, he's going to park inside the AI plane. But it's the theory that counts. Here he is pulling into 6. And guys, well, that's going to do it for Southwest Airlines Flight 5007, service out of Phoenix from Salt Lake City. It was a long stream. This was coming up on an hour and 45 minutes. And, yeah, I'm not used to streaming that long. So that was, I actually had a great time, though. Really enjoyed streaming with you guys, and I hope to see you guys in a future stream. So, if you enjoyed what you see, and only if, go ahead, leave a like, and subscribe so you don't miss out on another flight to God knows wherever. I'm really not quite sure where I'm going. I don't even know where I'm going tomorrow. So, anyways, thank you so much, guys, for coming along, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.
Bye.